Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel and I make book videos about little books that I read and I like or I don't like, and we talk about it together. So today I'm doing the mid-year freakout book tag that I have been seeing everywhere, and it's a little bit past the mid-year, but not much, because I don't know, it's the beginning of July, so I think it's still fine to do. I'm lazy and I don't really want to go through the work of putting all of my stats up here, and also, like, I don't know, I get bored by that section of the video, so instead I'm just gonna say that I have read 50 books. Cool. My original goal was 75 for the year, and I just upped it to 100 because why not? Shoot for the stars. And I've just been reading like so much this year. This has been the year of reading, which is really great. But I will say this year I have been sticking fully in my comfort zone of thrillers and romance. Okay, so I really tried to pick only one book for each question to make this a quick little vid. First question is a loaded one. What is the best book that you have read so far this year? Despite that being a nearly impossible question, especially when you think of like all the different genres, I settled on one, which is The Vanishing Half. So I'm kind of basing it off of what's a book that you still think about and that, like, while you were reading it, you like loved it and were like, the writing, the characters, mwah, makes you think, has a deeper meaning, is really fun. This. I read this like at the beginning of the year and I will still think about it. So, The Vanishing Half. Okay, the next one, I'm kind of cheating. It's the best sequel you've read, and I'm not a big series reader. I'm getting more into series now, but this is the third in the Kiss Quotient series-ish, you know, universe. And like, hello, look at that. So many tabs because so many good lines. This book just was so comforting and cute and like relatable and good. I don't know, it was incredible, and yeah, I clearly liked it. So The Heart Principle, not a sequel, but like the third in a series. So next is new release that you haven't read yet but want to. So this is my book of the month actually for June, is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I have been in such a big Riley Sager era. This is his new book, and it's about this like struggling actor that goes to a lake house and then I think like witnesses a murder. I think so, something along those lines, and I just get excited for anything that he writes, so this is at the top of the list. I have a few other like romance books that I want to read, but this is the only one that I'm like dying to get to. Next, and then the most anticipated release for the second half of the year. This one, you're gonna be like, what is this book? Because I haven't heard like anyone talk about it, but I got it for my book of the month last year and I really liked it, and this is like not an Ariel book at all. Like, this is going to be surprising, but this is the first in the series. It's called The Keeper of the Night, and it's about this like Shinigami warrior who she's like in the 1800s, and she travels from England to her home country of Japan and goes to like the underworld, and things happen. And this like fantasy novel does not sound like something I would like, but I loved it. I ate this up, and it's like the only fantasy novel that I have read in so long that I liked. So I'm really excited for the sequel. The sequel, I forgot the name of. I'll have it up here. It's like the Keeper of Time or something like that. It comes out on like October of this year. So bet you weren't expecting that, but ooh, next is Biggest Surprise. And this one is Jane Eyre. So good. Look at this little copy too. This is the Macmillan Classics edition. And she's like pocket sized and adorable and has gold edges. I love it. But this book was so good. And for what? Like, it's a classic. So I was going into it being like, this is going to be, you know, it's going to take a while to read, to get into. I was like, this is going to be probably difficult to read, probably going to take me a few months. No, I read this in like a week or two. It was so digestible. Charlotte Bronte just like writes like a modern day writer. It's scary. It was so cute, and I loved their romance, and I loved the plot and how it wasn't like, Jane was such a feminist queen. I love her, and I love the story, and yeah, amazing. So if you're looking for a classic that is actually very easy to read, this is it. Ooh, favorite new author. So like I said earlier, I am in my Riley Sager era, and I have read, I think, 3 of his books now. Yeah, 3 of his books: Survive the Night, Lock Every Door, and Home Before Dark. And they're all so good. He's kind of predictable, like, I'm not gonna lie, with 2 out of 3 of the books, then I guessed the like big twist within the first chapter, but I think that says something about his writing, that I can guess it and still want to continue till the end. And there's like little twists that obviously I didn't guess. And yeah, he is worth all the hype and more. Newest fictional crush. We gotta go back to it. Back to the Heart Principle, Quan. He's so caring and so kind and like understanding, and reads her brain and like knows what to do so well to make her feel comfortable. And I don't know, he rides a motorcycle. Like, it's cute when he does it. And yeah, Quan, just, yeah. Also, like, from the first book, when he was mentioned, I was like, I like him. I'm gonna like him. And I do. Okay, this was a hard one. Book that made you cry. It's been a dry year. Like, I haven't sobbed for like any book. And that might be because I've been very much confining myself to like romance and thriller, and specifically like dark romance. So like, I'm not gonna cry for any of those, you know? I was thinking back, and I have 2 answers for this one. One is Project Hail Mary. That one I like teared up. And then 2 is Breakfast at Tiffany's. You're like, what? The cat scene. When she gets rid of the cat because she knows like she can't have anything holding her down. Like, I sobbed. Why? I don't know. But I sobbed. Next, Book that made you happy. This was hard too because, like I said, I've been reading thrillers and like dark romance, and they're not gonna leave me feeling like happy-go-lucky, fun. And I didn't want to say The Heart Principle again. This is a weird pick, but Layla. Mainly it's just because of the end, but I don't want to like spoil anything. But after I finished reading it, I was just in like a lovesick, happy mood. Yeah, weird pick, but I think this is an underrated Colleen Hoover book. I really liked it. Okay, next is most beautiful book that you've bought this year. And I'm guessing this means like cover wise. So I'm just gonna say the two books that I bought simply only because of the cover. So the first is The Paper Palace. Hello. Like, those colors are just to die for. I love it. I did not know what this was about going into it. I still haven't read it, but she is gorgeous. And then the next one is this tiny, tiny little novella, Comfort Me with Apples, fully a cover by. She's just like stunning and intriguing, and you're like, what are you about? Also a really good book. And the last question, I don't know how to answer because it's what books do you have to read by the end of the year? And the answer to that is 50 more. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna read, but I have 50 more books to go to get to my goal. So 50 books. I want to finish a few series, so I want to finish the Off-Campus series and the Dark Olympus series, and I want to read The Secret History because that has been on my shelf for a while, but I'm saving it until the fall time for the vibes. Also, Crying in H Mart. I want to read that, but I feel like I need to be in the mood because it's apparently very sad. I don't know, I have a ton of books that I want to read by the end of the year. So that's that. Yeah. Thank you for watching this short little vid, and let me know your answers to these questions. Make a little vid for yourself so that I can watch it and we can talk about all of the books that we've read. Yes. Anyway, thank you for watching, and check out my Bookstagram if you want. I've been very into Bookstagram, so look at that. Unless like you came from Bookstagram over here, then hi. I'm gonna go now and put away all these books because my room is a mess of cluttered books now. So thank you. Bye.